Hello friends, welcome back. Today we will learn about nesting of function. You know about nesting if else and nesting of loops? Similar way, nesting of functions is possible. Nesting means using one statement inside itself. If we talk about nesting loops, then it means using a loop inside a loop. Similarly, nesting of functions have same concept. One function will be called inside another function. Suppose I have two functions. Now we have to use nesting of function. So what I will do here, I will call the second function inside the first function. Till now we have called function many times. They are also considered as nesting of function because we know main is also a function and we call user defined function inside it. So you can treat it as nesting of functions. I will show you this concept through an example. This is a very simple program in which we have to find greater number between two. Let's see how to write it using nesting of functions. So you just have to write stdio.h conio.h and let's write two functions declaration. So I will write first is void my data and the other will be int calc, that means for calculate data, and it will have two integer type arguments. Okay, here I have declared two function my data and calculate data. I will use nesting to call them inside each other. Let's see how. So in the void main I will simply write my data function and get ch. Okay, then now my data function will be called here, so the flow will go inside my data function. So I will write void my data. Okay, here I will write int a comma b comma greater. Okay, printf says enter two numbers /n, then scanf %d, then comma at the address of a, comma at the address of b. Okay, then greater value is stored by using calculate data function, and here I will pass a comma b. So this function will return me the greater value which will be stored in the greater variable, and then printf greater value is %d /n, then we write greater here. Okay, and now now inside this function I have called another function which is calculate data function. I have given it two parameters and this function will return me the greater value. So now let's write its definition. So I will write int calculate data, and here I will write int x comma int y, then here I will write if x is greater than y, then return x, else return y. So this function will return me the greater value. Now let's test the program. Save it and run the program. Okay, here we have to input two values, so 10 and 20. Okay, here we are getting greater value, So let's see how the flow goes to different parts of the program. We know program execution starts with main function. So when flow goes inside the main function, show data function, the my data function will be called. So flow will go there. So the flow is now at this point. Now inside it, user will have to enter two values, and values will be stored in variable a and b, and those values will be given to the calculate data function. Now the flow will go to the calculate data function. Now the flow will come here at this point. There it will use both the passed values and return the greater value. Now flow will come back to the show data function at this point, and greater value will be stored inside the greater variable, which further printed on the screen. Now the flow will go back to the place from where the function is called. So the flow will come back at this point here. So their getCH statement will hold this screen. So this is how flow transfers to different parts of a program. You just have to know that when a function ends, the flow will come back to the place from where the function is called. I hope you have learned a new thing in this video class. You must have to practice this by your own, because we have to use this concept to write advanced programs. Let's end the class now. I will see you in the next video class. Thanks for watching.